So, to maybe simplify, that would be good, wouldn't it? We do this practice. Fire, flame, water finds the level. Yeah? It in itself is a baptism. Yeah? That in itself is the sign of the cross, is that dynamic. Now the bride, which is the world card, if you look at the world card, she stands with, good luck, Stephen.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
She's got her legs, oh wow, this guy's going. There she is. See her legs crossed? That's a cross. And if you look at the two wands of fire that she holds in her hands, to her head is a triangle from the top of that cross. You see the cross and the triangle? Her legs crossed. And if you go from create a triangle, that's it. Right? That's the symbol of fire, or alchemic sulfur, soul fire. And that's the wick of the candle. She being the bride, the bride is in alchemy is the salt, which has to marry with the sulfur, or the oil, and the essence of the herb, and that creates a triangle, and the medicine is spiritualized. And what happens if that's the wick, and you ignite the wick for the flame rises with the light on the top and all the rest. Yeah? And that rising of the flame goes into the supernal of the tree of life, which, here we go, is here, comes up into here. So there's the wick, there's the burning, and the flame, blue-black flame rises up here, the white light sits there, and the all-encompassing flame is there. Now the white light becomes white here. Well, you know, light a flame, there's a blue-black flame, and then a white light merges in it. That's the wedding. That's the alchemic wedding, where the bride unites with the groom.
In the blue-black.
In the blue-black, where the blue-black and the white light merge, which is here. And that light rises up and reaches the supernal, where the bride then becomes a mother, because she's united with the groom, with the light.
So sorry to get Kabbalistic, but is it at Darth where the marriage takes place?
No, marriage takes place here.
At
Tapara.
as above, so below.
Tapara,
Come together.
Yeah, that's the marriage.
Of heaven and earth.
Yeah. So when it comes up to here, the bride is the mother. And she gives birth to the divine Son. Immaculately conceived. The divine Son is light or enlightenment. Your soul. Get the idea? Now, Venus, Netza, the feminine principle, our daily bread, it has a, like all this, it has a totem, or two totems. One is a girdle, which is, you know, a girdle women wear. And the other one is a lamp, which is the same shape of a woman. You guys might have noticed. And in the womb is the flame. In a lamp, those old lamps, you know, with in the womb is the flame, the child of light. And what brings forth the child of light is the daily bread, the daily practice. Brings forth your soul. And that's what our practice, or these practices, is hopefully designed to do, is to bring forth your soul consciousness, which is your divine child. You're a mortal being. Not mine, not Stephen's, it's yours, it's your journey. The hermit card, or the hermetic card, shows the hermit standing on a mountaintop. There he is, standing on a mountaintop with a staff and a lamp. See the snow-capped mountain he's standing on? Underneath there? Hokmah, right? Over here, that's the phallic mountaintop. That's the cave beyond him. He's standing on the phallic mountaintop, which is a snow-capped mountain, or the white light of the flame. Get the idea? Mountain is wisdom, because you go up on the top, you can see. Yeah. Bena, the feminine, is the cave. You must go within and find yourself. Be reborn in the womb of your own existence. Yeah? Now he carries, so there he's got the lamp. Yeah? That's the daily bread. And the cosmology of the flame that we've spoken of. That's what he sees things by. You know what if I was to actually give you the Philosopher's Stone, would you know what it was I was giving you? You know any of the story of the Philosopher's Stone? It's supposed to bring forth immortality, overcome disease and make one wise. That's the tetragrammic key, the cosmology of the flame. How we apply that philosophy brings forth our eternal nature. And bringing forth that eternal nature, that overcomes all disease of such. Get the idea? He carries that in his hand. He sees everything by that light. He applies that dynamic to everything. The staff is also, Moses means staff, and that's the central pillar to the tree. By being in harmony, by being the one who is the line drawer, because the tree is in three, it's the circle as such. Yeah? Get the idea? Mm-hmm. He's carrying that. If you look at his head, it's got this funny little shaped cap, like a beanie. That's what the letter Yod looks like. And it's actually, it is the letter Yod. That's what it corresponds to. Mm-hmm. And the letter Yod, Tetragrammaton goes Yod, Hey, Vor, Hey. And the letter Yod, the tip of Yod, is in Kether. That's why he's got the pointy hat. And the tip of Yod being in Kether is that the energy comes in through the crown. Yeah? And the energy comes in through the crown. He's supported by, I'm the line drawer, and he's carrying the philosophy of the flame. Yeah?
That's nice. So that being the lamp, being the daily bread, does that refer to the hermit being a disciple, or he practices the disciplines daily? He practices daily.
Yeah. That's daily practice.
Because it's that stage of the process where we go inwards into the cave of meditation. So there is a discipline or a daily
practice.
Daily practice of meditation, everyone. They've heard that from me before.
No.
Now,
Just a few times.
This unfolding story, right, has taken us from Egypt through Christ to the advent of the modern tarot, yeah, till now of its being unfolded. Yeah. That's a continuous flow and current of one line of consciousness, unbroken for thousands of years. That's one consciousness for thousands of years that's remained conscious and consistent. This, what is being told to you now, as far as I know, in this format, has never been openly expressed. And I'm not a smart ass. I'm just one cell in that body, in that Tao of unfoldment that's expressing things this way. Yeah? So we understand that, hopefully, we are Christ. Yeah? We are the line drawer. There's a way to connecting better with who and what we are through principles that have been in existence ever since someone drew a circle. Those principles are built into the stone of Egypt so that they wouldn't get lost through this great darkness that we've been in and are in today. They were woven into the Bible, into the story of Jesus, so that through thousands of years of horror show, ignorance and hatred, that they could not be fucked up. And they could unfold like the flower and the bee today. That's one line of consciousness. And that consciousness knew then about today. And in that consciousness is the line drawer in us all. It's all one being, one consciousness. That's us. Each cell in our body has a certain life and then it falls away. But the body remains. A new cell appears. A life with cells constantly replacing themselves, with individual lives constantly replacing themselves. But the one consciousness, the one being, is the life within the totality. Get the idea? The whole story, like how bloody amazing is it? The whole story is in our body. That's just so simple. Yet we've got the scientists looking for everything. They're up our arse with a bloody magnifier looking for it. Breaking down every little, where is it? Opening this cell. There's the DNA. There's that. But where is it? It's the person looking, you idiot. It's you. It just blows me away. Maybe in a while I'll get used to the idea, but what a joke. It's a divine comedy. We're looking for ourselves. And the world is a mirror and we still can't see it. It's you. There's one last exercise, and it's the same as Iron Master here, but it's got a little twist. Got to have a twist. On the tree, the God name here is Ahaya, and we place tetragrammaton, as I said, down through there. Yeah? And that basically encompasses the whole of the tree of life. And it gives us two words. Ahaya, which is aleph, yod, aleph, hey, yod, hey. Go for it, Stephen. And tetragrammaton, yod, hey, vor, hey. Yod, hey, smudge, hey. Now if we put those two words on top of one another like they are, and we put a, X marks the spot, so we get smudge, we get four words, another tetragram. We get Ahaya, Jehovah, the tetragrammaton, and we get Jaja, and we get Ahava, four words. Ahaya is I am, tetragrammaton is God, Jaja is my will, Ahava is love. I am God. My will is love. Yeah? And the idea of that exercise is to remind us of love. Here we are. I am God. My will is love. There's an exercise that I endeavour to practice, even with the neighbour.
Whose head you want to rip off?
And I'm sure Stephen has suggested it too, is that till we get the idea of love is if you look in a mirror and think of a time when you most felt love and look at yourself. Feel it, connect with it. Strip away all the baggage of whatever happens and just be with the love you experienced, where your soul said hello. And then look at yourself in love. Go to bed, end the day with love. Wake up in the morning, do the same thing. So you connect with the idea of love. And you start your day with it. And through the day, when shit happens, remember it. Yeah? Now, it's said by many people and things that love is a flame. You know, I've got the hots and all that shit. Love is a flame. Wow. We've got the flame lots of places. Love is a flame. Creates light. Yeah? Let's see by that light. Look at things by that light when we can remember. And I'm sure what we see will be different. Mother always, not always I suppose, but endeavours to look at children through that light. With all the shit that they get up to when they become teenagers, it becomes a bigger discipline. I can assure you. She sees them, all their flaws, but still loves them. Sees their flaws, and if she's in contact with her love, then she guides them beyond the flaws with love. Oh, the Divine Virgin, the Mother Mary, or whatever name you wish to give her.
Almost sitting behind you.
Yes, that's her. Constantly loving. I am God. My will, which is a sword over here, my will is love. Across here, it's benevolence. Yeah? It's expansive. It's thy kingdom shall come. You get the idea? Mm-hmm. So let's stand up and do it. I am God. My will is love. And this is our true nature.